welcome to the Pixel Podcast. My name is Matt, and I'm here with Ethan.
Hello.
And Ricardo.
What it do?
And you might notice some background noise, and that's because we're at a special on-location live edition, recorded live to you, now no longer live.
This is true.
But live for us.
It was live
for
at the
us.
time that
At
it
the time
happened.
that it happened,
I
it was
assure
live.
you.
Because we're at Brandon, a good friend of the show, Brandon Calderon's goodbye party.
Yeah.
Yes, he's leaving.
He's leaving to go to Portland.
And we can't finish any of the board games we were playing with him.
Playing so many board games with him. He came on that one time and talked about how he played Enter the Gungeon and how he played Overwatch and all that stuff. And now he's never going to finish all those tales.
You'll never see a series we were working on with him because we didn't finish the game.
It might still.
No.
No,
it
don't promise
won't.
what we
It
can't
might.
deliver.
I'm not promising.
That's
I
why
said
I'm
might.
not even naming the game.
That's a good point.
Anyway, the point.
It was Shadows of the Empire.
The point.
Oh, no.
This is the famous series, Shadows of the Empire, that went on for 10 games.
For a total of one game.
Yes, we are live at the party. We are actually recording this podcast at somebody else's party, at somebody else's house. Why are we doing this, you ask? How rude do you have to be to do this?
Well, you
I
know,
don't
it's rude enough to record. He knows our podcast days on Monday, so.
Yeah, so I guess it's how rude you have to be to schedule a freaking podcast party during a podcast.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So we took it to the streets, and by the streets I mean the suburbs, and by the suburbs I mean Brandon's house.
Inside of this house.
And we are.
Someday
recording-
he might show up.
Yeah, we told him we were recording in here so that he could surprise us, and by that we mean please come and pay attention to us, Brandon.
It's all right. He'll come eventually.
Normally this is the part of the show where we talk about beers, but
Well, we had some
Well,
beers.
we've had a
we
few.
had a few beers. But then
What have you had tonight, Matt?
I had the Pacific. I had both of the beers. There were
Okay.
2 beers.
Yep.
I had both of them. I had the Pacifico beer, and then I had the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
Yeah, which is what I brought. And I was actually kind of thinking, like, oh man, like, do I really need to bring beer? Because, like, it's in these situations, a lot of people bring stuff, and then it's like, then it's too much. And then I showed up, and it was like, oh no, I'm the only other person that brought beer.
Oh, don't worry.
That means you're the
Plenty.
hero.
There's plenty of beers. Yeah,
You're the hero.
you resupplied at a critical moment when the beers were running low.
I'm like, I got nothing. I'm like Gandalf.
You
At the
already
first
arrived
light-
precisely when you mean to.
At first light on the 5th day, look to the east.
And then you came in and we're like, "Where's Ricardo going?" And I said, "Cut the head off the snake of thirst." The snake that is thirst has
Yeah.
been cut off. I had both of them. They were good.
Same as well.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, cool. That's the beer review.
They're all solid.
0, 3
3
stars.
3.
Everything's 3
I
stars
would give
always.
Pacifico a 3, and I like Sierra Nevada, so I would give it a 4.
I would give both of them a 3.
I get both of them a 3.
That's
Shut up,
That's the beer review.
dudes.
No, you can review however you want, man. It's your personal.
Shut
opinion.
up, man.
Listen, guys. Let's be honest here. I haven't played many video games this week. I actually been really busy this week. I played some more Stranger's Wrath. That was fun until that game doesn't have autosaves because it's from 2004.
Oh,
and
no.
I
Gross.
killed half of a base of enemies, and then I hello.
Hi, this is me for Brandon.
No
Oh,
worries,
it's not
not
here.
here. Not yet. Brandon will be here soon. That is the first of many.
It's
first-
a live show,
The first
folks.
of many times that there will be someone coming into this room because we are not in a room that has even a door. It is just an open hallway leading into this room.
It's a nice
There's even a
room.
TV going on. We're just watching
yeah,
TV.
We're just watching this TV
Right now
Watching
it's-
Phil
Courtesy-
Mickelson talk about his
Also-
prostate. Or wait, no, his psoriatic arthritis. excuse
Also,
me.
people think that I look like Brandon too, so it doesn't help in this darkly, dimly lit
Yep.
room that that I'm in the
Ah,
corner.
yes.
Which I
um,
don't see, frankly.
I know I don't really get it.
I
either.
see
We
the
both have-
haircut,
we
but
both
if
have a
you're far
beard.
away,
we both
that's
have a
about it.
beard. That's
Yeah,
about
but I
it.
mean, that's the thing. Like, actually, I took like a face blindness test the other day, and I got
Oh,
like,
have you been
I know-
playing 999?
and I got like,
That's
no,
a
I
big,
didn't.
That's a big
I
story.
didn't.
Pivotal
But
point
like, I
in
got like an
999.
amazing score, and then somebody like poses like, I got like a 30%. Like, I don't know what anybody looks like, and I'm like, that's so bizarre to me that people can't tell what other people look like.
I'm good at faces. Is the
Yeah,
names.
I'm really
It's the
good at
It's
faces.
the names that I can't, that I'm bad at. So here's the thing. I played some of that. That's the part I was talking about. I cleared out half of a base, and then there's a switch. And I'm like, oh, what's this switch do? I pull a switch, and then the floor drops out and drops me into a pit of death, and I die. Because the idea of the switch was that enemies were walking on this platform, and I was supposed to
you
use
do
this
it.
thing to
God.
drop them into the spikes. But I didn't know that, and so I just walked up to the switch, and it's a switch that you can shoot. But I just like walked up to it and shot it right when I was there, and then just died. And then I
That's
was
some
like,
Dark Souls shit. Man.
yeah. And then it reloaded me back before I'd done the base at all, and I was like, well. That's the end of this run. This is the end of this game session. And then that's pretty much it. I played some more Overwatch, and I haven't played that in a while, and I'm bad at it now.
Oh, nice. Well, not nice that you got that you're bad at it now, but I really want to play more of that game. But
I still enjoy playing that game.
my problem is again, like I kind of got used to playing with other people, and now it's really hard to coordinate with the people I was playing with. So it's just
So the thing is, I added so many friends through just that game alone that like I log on, and there's always like at least one other person playing now, and that is a good way to play that game. As it turns out,
one of the trade-offs of console gaming.
yes, is always the balance. These tiny house hunters are trying to find basically a trailer to someone's on their phone.
Sorry, it's been a big night for the wrestling world, so I'm on my phone.
Oh no. All right, Ethan. You gotta stop watching TV and tell me what you've been doing this week.
I played a little bit more Doom. That game's great still.
Did you finish that yet?
No, I haven't finished it yet.
Oh man.
It's a long game and it's hard.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of how I got, like, where I got to. I was like, this is starting to get hard now.
Yeah.
I'm not
That recently went on sale,
like 20 bucks
It's like
for
20 bucks.
Yeah, I
that's
almost
that's
got
a great
it.
deal.
I almost got it, but
then you didn't.
But then I did.
Yeah.
It's kind of been the
Because then
story
Monster Hunter.
of me recently because it's like, because there's so much Monster Hunter to play.
Well, there was so many times too over the last, like, I want to say like 4 or 5 months where you were just like, I got this game, I got this game, I got this game.
Same, yeah, like yeah, you're right. I still have Fury that I haven't played yet.
Oh, you need to play that, dude. That seems like right up your
Yeah, I
alley.
need to
Yeah,
play
it
Fury.
seems really cool. I kind of want to stream it.
So
I
you
have
can watch
that.
how bad you are at it.
Yeah, so I really can see me fail multiple times. But yeah, I haven't been playing anything either. Like I've been just playing Monster Hunter. That's pretty much it exclusively. It's been a pretty crazy couple of weeks actually for me. So
Yeah, I haven't, like, this whole week I until today I hadn't played any video games. So
Yeah, I was super busy this whole week too. I mean, I've just been playing what little I can of Monster Hunter. Mm-hmm. That's about it, honestly. Like besides that and Doom a little bit. Because yeah, I've been hooking up a new place, trying to figure out how to stream games and everything like that. I got like what is it? What's that thing called? Like a
Is it one of
laptop
the-
hooked up to the front room, because now I don't live in the same. My TV is not hooked up to the same place as
yes,
my.
Ethan recently went through a move,
Yeah.
so he's displaced a little bit.
Yeah, and it didn't have the place I moved into didn't have like a front room TV, so I was like, oh well, I don't really need my bedroom TV. But now I'm like, wait, but I can't play big screen video games anymore and show all my friends. So I've been trying to hook up a streaming solution for that, and it actually worked pretty good because I was looking at getting a Steam Link, but then I was like, I don't really want to spend the money. I mean, it's not super expensive right now; it's like $35, but I already have a laptop, and I was thinking about making like a home network like solution for like streaming videos and stuff like that too, so I could just store all my videos on that, my movies and things using Plex. So I was like, well, I could also use that for like streaming video games. And so I was trying to use my laptop on just wireless, and it actually worked really well. 1080 at 60 FPS worked pretty good. There were certain frame drops. I was playing Doom of all things because I knew that would be something that would definitely push it to its limit because of all the
Makes
quick
sense.
movement. And it worked pretty well.
Pretty high graphical fidelity too.
Yeah,
on that.
it looked really good. Surprisingly, so I was very
Over your
surprised by
Wi-Fi
that.
through
Over
the-
Wi-Fi laptop.
the laptop.
Yeah. So I was pleasantly surprised by that. I'm really curious to see how it'll look like when I actually submit it.
We have
As someone
very
dies
nerd
in the
noise.
other
someone is
room.
dying over there.
Hook it up to the Ethernet cable. I'll see how if that improves it at all. But
Yeah. Also, especially if you have roommates also using the internet at the same time, it'd be interesting to see if someone's streaming Netflix in the house at the same time as that, how that affects things.
yeah, that's very true. We'll see how it goes. But
This dude's wife on this show that we're watching is very attractive.
I was waiting for one of you guys to say that. I knew it was gonna happen.
It's over now though. She's gone.
There's
One
new-
minute there and she was gone.
Everyone was thinking it, but no one wanted to say it.
you know,
Anyway, no, Matt would never think a thing like that. Why are you putting that
Oh, you're
slander
right.
in his mouth?
that's not
Wait, in his mouth?
in my
Whatever.
That
You know what I'm talking about. Anyway,
this house I'm looking at right now is just for like hobbits.
These are very
it's
tiny houses.
House Hunters is what's on the TV right now. HGTV.
I mean, it's just those cool houses that are like trailers or whatever that you can. They're all like super storage. I'm really into this sort of stuff, but like
It's
this
like
seems
it's
too
like
small.
It's like what IKEA has. Like when they go, it's like this is a whole 200 square foot home, and like
yeah, well, that's a really nice one. That was really big.
This is the broken.
Anyway, we're talking about things that people can't see.
yes, it's true.
Yeah,
This is what happens when you film a podcast.
when the TV's
many
going.
distractions.
You record a podcast when there's a TV going in somebody else's house while there's a party going on.
Yeah,
And all that noise. I really hope that noise is being picked up.
But you know what? We haven't been playing again for the second week in a row.
Pokemon Go.
That, but also No Man's Sky.
Oh yeah,
We haven't played.
The Man's Guy.
And recently, there's been a rash of to kind of blend the news section
Yeah,
in
that's
here
fine.
together
Yeah, that's
because I don't know if there's going to be hard divides in this one. A lot of people have been asking through all methods of like acquisition of that game for refunds for that game.
Oh,
And
really?
it seems to be a pretty big backlash going on right now through not only Sony and Steam, but apparently like they're seeking refunds through other means. Is what I was hearing.
Taking
which-
it to Target or wherever they bought it or something like
Yeah.
that.
like Good Old Games and stuff like that. I think Good Old Games has it, if I believe right. Sorry, GOG. They're not called Good Old Games anymore.
Yeah.
They're,
GOG.com.
aren't they? I mean, technically.
I mean,
what's
that's
GOG
their-
stand for?
No, it doesn't stand for anything anymore.
Oh
The whole point
my God.
Because they do
stands for
everything.
God.
GOG.
So yeah, that's kind of
Yeah, I've noticed that. And
That's
it's interesting.
rough.
Someone told me that they lifted the Steam requirement for 24 hours or something, or like what the limit? It's
I
like
think
2
they
hours.
had done that initially because
It was false
It didn't-
advertising
no,
or
well,
something.
because it
it's
didn't
the
work.
Bugs, it's all the brokenness.
I think it
So,
didn't work initially.
Stopped it for a little while.
Amber has walked into the room,
Amber, friend of the show, aka a member of the show,
aka part of the show.
is
Amber,
here.
what do you have to say for yourself?
Yo.
That's it.
That was the best thing I could have heard.
Yo,
I'm crushing your guys' podcast, sharing a mic with my husband.
That's fine. I
that's
don't mind.
who else would? I share a mic with Ethan
That's true.
all the
Yeah,
time.
every single episode. Even though we have 3 mics every single time,
I prefer to have the dance.
You
The
two
dance.
just like to kiss over that one.
They just like to squeeze their heads
The
together.
sexual tension is just
go.
off through the roof. That's how we get this podcast so good.
Yeah, it's the reason why people come back every episode because they're like, will they, won't they? And it's the-
It always
true.
ends with a cliffhanger where
yeah,
they kind of
people are
look
not
back at
people are
each
not
other.
fully sure at all. So I mean,
Well, that was like, yeah, that was probably the biggest news.
well,
Well, not the
No
biggest news,
Man,
but
and like as far as like not playing No Man's Sky, I think it's just like I don't know. I got my money's worth out of it. Like as far as I'm concerned, like
I mean, I paid $60, so I don't think I got my money's worth, but I also don't
Yeah.
really want to play it anymore, honestly. So
yeah, I'm gonna probably play a little bit more of it. But I'm not in any kind of hurry, and I feel like they are gonna improve it. So maybe if I do come back a couple months from now, whatever.
Yeah, I have it for when the mood strikes, but like as of now, I was kind of off put by it. So
When the
I'm
mood
just
strikes.
exactly.
Mood strikes. How close are you to Ethan's mic and No Man's Sky and your copy of No Man's Sky?
Amber, have you been playing anything new?
No?
Is it just a lot of Stardew Valley?
Yeah.
Okay.
that works.
So that's that story.
Fair.
That's my
That's
update.
that
Back
news
to
update.
you.
Other news stories, since you did mention Pokemon Go, did you hear that lost 15 million users over the last
that's-
week?
I mean,
not
I was
surprising.
one of them.
remember how we
Not doing a cast right
dude
We're casting
Chance,
right
friend
now.
of
Chance Espinosa.
friends of the site who's never been on the podcast before. This is a TV show. They're hunting for tiny houses on this TV show. But that's not what we're talking about on
But
the
that's-
podcast. We're talking about video games, Chance.
Take-
I'm out.
All right. Hey, Chance, you were on a show
Yeah.
called Ask Don't Panic.
Yeah, I remember.
You know, this is Brandon's going away party
And his house.
and his house.
yeah.
And you know, that was his podcast.
hmm
What
His late podcast.
What do you? It was his podcast.
yeah.
Tell us the inside story. Tell us all the behind
Okay.
the scenes.
So I know like I'm the person to ask about this because I'm like I don't want to call myself the reason why it stopped, but I mean, I just heard so many times, man, nobody is as good as you. I wish you were my co-host instead of Chris Miles. Like all this stuff. And I was like, listen, Brandon, you already have something going. It's a good thing you got going. And he was too discouraged. He couldn't handle doing it without me.
Yeah.
So I started my own thing, and as a big FU right into his face.
Yeah.
So-
that really got to, that's why he's leaving, right?
Yeah,
that's why he's leaving the whole state.
he's leaving the whole city. He couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Couldn't handle it.
Well, thank you, Chance, for being on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks so
We
much
appreciate
for
your time.
having me on real quick.
Anything you want to plug? Any updates on your neck of the woods?
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
you've been on the podcast so many times before, but I'm sure people have heard it. But
Yeah.
in case they missed it last time.
Yeah, so Anchor Bar, open mic night next Monday. I'm going to be doing a set. I'm going to be doing a tight 2, maybe 5 if I do well. So come on out, and thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thanks, Chance.
That'll be September the 5th.
Go find Brandon.
Bring him to us.
Anyway.
I think that'll be September the 5th.
15 million users, guys. 15 million users lost on Pokemon
September
Go.
the 5th, Anchor Bar.
This is the most schizophrenic podcast we've ever done.
Ever.
I don't
You're doing it at
know.
a party.
Well, no, this is something
I
that we
know.
totally expected to happen.
I've seen
is it?
worse.
Anyway, Pokemon Go, no one plays anymore.
I deleted it from my phone.
I still have it on my phone, but I have not opened it since the last time we talked about it on this podcast. Which
I
is
think the fact less of you are playing it makes you not want to play it as much.
Well, it's also just kind of like that's the whole point. The whole thing was the zeitgeist, right? And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like once people realize that remember how we first started talking about the game? We're like, how long is this gonna last? And we're like a couple weeks, and then it blew up, and we're like, okay, maybe not, maybe like.
I predicted about a month, 2 months or so.
And we're
I was
almost
like-
right on the money. I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
like it's been like 2 months since it launched, right? Or
True.
like a month and a half, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
early July or mid July.
Yeah, about that. I mean, I feel like we
Yeah,
nailed
because
it.
it was there for Evo. It's like end of
Yes.
June, right? End of June that it launched, and now we're at the end of August.
Yeah, like early
Yeah.
July, end of June.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's not like
we're
the game.
almost right on the money with 2
It's
months.
not like the game's dead. It definitely has this dedicated
No,
following
but I feel
still,
like
but
the craze,
Yeah.
craze is already over.
Yeah, well, the
No-
craze can only
Definitely.
last so long.
Yeah.
there also is but Target painted all their little red balls they have out front,
Sure.
Pokeballs.
Everything, everywhere.
stupid.
It's
Everything
really
got
fun to see.
co-opted.
It's really fun to see all the businesses who are like, catch your Pokemon here, and I'm like, man, no one plays that game anymore.
It's already lame.
Man, that
The-
game's for
The
losers.
mainstream media is already taking it over.
But now, like the not the gym leaders, like the team leaders, like talk to you and
They're
stuff.
like, hey, you're, and then you name your
And then
Pokemon
a
an
lewd
inappropriate
thing.
thing, and then it's
Yeah.
like, your penis is so big because that's like the name of
your
the.
boobs are really small.
Yeah, and that's that you name your Pokemon.
Yeah, that's very true. I don't know. That's a bummer, but I mean, it's kind of what we expect. It's all things must come to an end.
Well,
right?
yeah, it's not that much of a bummer.
But
I mean, it's just a
not
thing.
before Build-A-Bear is like, hey, you guys want to make an Eevee?
No.
Oh, you don't want to make an Eevee at Build-A-Bear?
That
only if
Eevee
it's
looks.
cute.
If it's
That
20
Eevee looks really cute, and you can put
Aw.
pajamas on.
you can put pajamas on
It
your.
looks kind of derpy, to be honest.
That's cute.
Does it
Derp's
have-
cute.
Does it have lips? It looks like it has
No,
lips.
No, it's
an
like-
open
No,
mouth.
it's
It's
got its
like-
mouth open.
I don't actually know what Eevee sounds like.
Those look like lips.
What does Eevee sound like?
That's cute.
No,
Hold on,
it's like,
I'm getting
ooh.
its photo shoot. Hold on, let's see.
Get that photo up
I'm
close.
getting these
I wanna
better
see that.
photos. Okay, so they also have a Pikachu.
Oh, they have a Pikachu with a
Pikachu's
Charizard like
He
helmet.
skinned that and he made out.
he like has a Charizard that
He's
he's
playing lots of Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
He
No,
got
I
enough pieces
I don't
to
see any other.
generate.
that looks like it's having lips.
I don't see any other
What's up?
photos here.
We're doing a podcast. That's right. Further guests forthcoming. What's your favorite moment of the party, Sarah?
I don't know.
All right, that's a great interview. We'll be back with more thrilling interviews later.
The
in
answer
the
is I
podcast.
don't know. Yeah, I can't find a better Eevee photo.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, you know what? That Eevee looks derpy.
I think it's fine.
If
It
you
looks
if you think
good.
it's fine, then go ahead and go spend $50, $60 for it.
It's not
probably.
that expensive. It's actually
probably
only
less
$30.
than that.
Really? For a Build-A-Bear, that's relatively
Oh,
cheap.
no!
And it's the man of the hour himself, Brandon.
And
Pokemon,
for that,
Pokemon Go has lost
I
15
lend
million.
him my power.
15 million users has been lost by Pokemon Go this week. What do you have to say about this?
Well, I mean, it's kind of, it's a very exciting, thrilling game. It's been fantastic, but it's kind of to be expected. There are always going to be people. That's adorable. That's an adorable photo right there. It's
It has
honestly
lips. It has
doesn't.
freaking lips.
Those are not lips.
so with Pokemon Go and the drop and everything. I think that it's to be expected because a lot of people are just catching on because it's the cool thing to do. And
man.
you know,
I saw
now,
like real Pokemon players.
This
I
is
saw
where the real
like
diehards
two
come to
middle-aged
play.
people playing that game
And it was great.
who don't play any other video games
Wow.
at the mall.
Yeah, that is interesting to see.
That's been an interesting thing working for a technology company that makes a phone, is having people come in all the time and say, the Pokemon Go app doesn't work the way it should.
Oh my gosh, you've
And,
been asked those
yeah, all the
things?
time. We get
Oh my
we get
gosh.
appointments like that all the time.
That's
And
funny.
then it's like, yes, because that app is not made very well.
Yeah,
And there's nothing that
There's
we
nothing
can
we can do about it.
that.
because the
don't make
Android
it.
version's having just the same amount of issues.
Yep.
Exactly.
What games have you been playing?
Oh
Brandon,
man, guys.
Brandon, friend of the site, Brandon Calderon. Everyone.
Hi everyone. It's
This is
Brandon.
his last
Brandon
ever
Calderon.
podcast.
Yeah, there's
No way he can
because
ever become on the podcast again.
No,
It's
no
true,
way.
Leaving-
because the
Brandon,
members of the
first,
pig.
First of all, what are you doing? Where are you going?
I'm
What's your plan here, Brandon? What's your goal? What's your goal here,
so
Brandon?
I'm heading up to Portland, Oregon.
That's far.
I've been in a long distance relationship for far too long, and it's time to make
But that's
good
short
on
term.
some bets.
That's
but now
short-
you're gonna
no,
have
that's
multiple
relationship.
long distance relationships created right here. in
I
front of
know.
you.
Now I'm taking.
and you won't be able to kiss any of us like you regularly do
I know.
all the time.
I'm sorry, guys. You guys are gonna have to. But the distance and the time away is just gonna make our time together and the kisses together all the
All
sweeter.
the more sweet.
Exactly.
That's the nicest thing I ever heard.
Well,
Yeah.
that's very sweet, Brandon. But Ricardo is right. What have you been playing this week?
So I have been playing. I've been enjoying just some NHL. Actually, I started getting into that game again. NHL 15 and 16.
Oh, it's like 17's not
Getting
out
ready
yet.
for 17,
Yeah,
which
right.
comes out in September, mid-September.
Uh-huh.
It's the lady
Hey,
of the hour.
Chels.
It's
the
Chelsea.
lady of the hour.
Hello, people.
So,
Chelsea
this
is
is my-
also moving to Portland, Oregon. She's
This
already
is my
in Portland,
beautiful
Oregon.
bride
she
to
already
be.
did it.
We're a bit away from that, but no, I'm just kidding. So this is my girlfriend Chelsea, for whom I am moving across the pond,
That's not a pond.
The pond of the California-Oregon border.
across the border for.
yeah,
I'm
that's a
jumping
border.
the border for Chelsea.
So, Brandon, you've been playing NHL.
Yes, I've
Chelsea,
been
what
playing
video
a
games
little
have you
bit.
been playing recently?
Oh, all of them.
Okay.
Good answer.
Good.
She plays more than I do because I only play a fraction of video games, whereas she plays all
the
of
video
them.
games.
I play all of the video games.
But I mean, in the past, we've played. What is it? Quidditch? No, wait. Quidditch? No, sorry. Yeah, dude. No,
Carlo, I gotta speak
you've
up. No one
played
can hear you without a mic.
Quiplash and Fibbage. I combined the two, I think, and then I
Quibbage.
Quibbage.
Quibbage. But you played some of those Jackbox games.
Is Sims still cool?
Yes, The Sims is really hot right now. The Sims are in.
The Sims Herbs.
Everyone buy stock in Sims right now.
Gordy gone.
Yeah, and she's Chelsea actually lives in an apartment overlooking a park. Tell the nice people about your experience with Pokemon Go.
Oh, there you go.
My apartment's a Pokestop.
Oh no!
Oh, that's the sad story.
That is actually a very sad story. How does that, please, I'm actually really interested to hear how that goes.
Crowded and a lot of people at all hours
Like, every
standing
hour
outside
of
my
the day,
building
like-
looking at their phones.
Even at night and stuff?
I will wake up in the middle of the night to people talking about Pokemon outside my window.
Even now, we just talked about how Pokemon Go has kind of fallen off a little bit. Is there still a lot of people?
It's not as much as it was when it first came out, but they're still there.
Yeah, I mean, there's still the dedicated people who are.
That's true.
Crazy.
So, is it a Pokestop or a gym? Are people fighting over your spot, or are they?
Mine's a Pokestop, but then there's a gym that's all in the park that my apartment
Oh.
looks at.
Everyone's there.
So it's a happening spot for the Poke
Man,
people.
that sounds like it would be not great.
There have been countless times where I have been visiting her, and I saw that there was a lure dropped on her apartment, and I was like,
A lure?
dang, I kind of want to be playing Pokemon right now.
Wait,
But
the
I
only
fought
way
the power.
The only way that you could have seen there was a lure is if you were already playing Pokemon. Brandon,
Okay, to be
so-
fair, I was using the restroom, so it's not like I was doing anything better with my time, except for using the restroom.
Well,
So anyway,
As you do.
So Brandon, we gotta ask you one last question. Are you excited nervous, thoughtful?
I'm
Pensive.
excited. I'm excited.
All the above.
All of the above? No, I'm really just excited. It's a new lease on life. No, it's a new chapter, and it's an exciting time. And I actually, I guess here's a good time for an announcement. I'm planning on starting up podcasting again.
Oh, so you're gonna come on and plug a podcast or something?
Well, it looks
Like
like
try to do some
Hey,
cross
there's been-
podcast
there's
promotion.
been- There's been a lot of promotion so far. You've missed like 3 or 4 people coming into this room and joining the podcast.
Oh, that's great. But no, I'm not gonna drop a name right now because it's a work in progress. But know that
it will be heavily
when
advertised.
it launches, I'll let the guys know. Maybe they send out a tweet or not. Maybe they won't.
Ad space
Otherwise-
on our website.
I run the Twitter account. Tell me and I'll do it.
See, there you go.
The ad space on our website starts at $25,
$50.
$50
One time, and then
for
it's
one
up
ad
there
for one
forever.
click per click.
Click. Oh my god.
$50 per click.
Wow.
There you go. Yeah,
I'm a-
we're a very high traffic website.
That
Yeah.
is some pricey real estate, Charles. Yeah. So,
It's
but
that
yeah,
property tax in
I
Oregon.
want to keep in touch with people, just like keep updates going, and so I think that might be a good medium. Also, follow me on Snapchat.
What's your Snapchat,
Snapchat?
my boy?
I can't remember.
You don't know it.
It's
Wow,
probably
that's-
going to be
that's a
Dat
hor-
Brando.
Was
Dat
it, isn't
Brando?
it a clown zombie?
Dat Brando. I think it's currently a clown zombie. I need to update that. Anyway, I'll tweet out my.
What's your
my-
Twitter? Follow your Twitter.
Is it Spookums?
Currently, it is Braun Stallion. BRON. Okay, well, it's going to change soon. Thanks, Chelsea. BRON.
Chelsea is making sure that his Twitter profile is.
TALLION. Braun
You
Stallion.
talked over his entire. I don't know how to
did,
spell it
I
anymore.
did.
Say it
Say it
again.
again.
Yeah, you buttholes. No, just kidding. You guys are good.
How do you spell buttholes?
BUTTHOLLES.
Got it. Nailed
right?
it.
Yeah.
Butthells.
Say Braun Stallion is BRON and then Stallion, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
That's
At
correct.
Braun
That's the
Stallion.
easier way of saying it. You guys know how to spell stallion, right?
Yeah. Look it up.
Always.
Cool. Anyway,
Everyone knows
um,
that.
Pigs of Legends, you guys have been amazing and you're always a treat to listen to. And so, also, I haven't just been playing NHL. Played a little bit of
what else
Rocket
you been
League
playing?
the other day. It was good.
I remember Rocket League.
It's good. Rocket League's still
Rocket
good.
League is a good game.
Still a
Yeah.
good thing. Yeah. But anyway, so hit me up on those mediums.
And hear more about Brandon's future podcast in the future.
Podcasts.
Yeah. When there's a future.
Back to the Future podcast.
Back to the Future podcast. It's all about
Yeah,
Back to
we're
the
gonna
Future.
watch Back to the Future, the entire trilogy. I had to think about that.
3 episodes. We're done.
Well, Rick and Morty is really the fourth
No.
movie in that franchise. It's better.
Did you see the thing from Comic-Con where they like there was like a real court case that they like had the actors,
So
the voice
good.
actors go
It
over?
was
Yeah, I've
so
seen
good.
that.
Look that up if you can, people. That's pretty great.
Very
Wait,
good.
real court case?
That was a real court transcript. Yes, that was a real court transcript.
I need to watch that again in that new light.
Yes, it's a real transcript.
Rick and Morty, good show. That's a show done by me, Justin Roiland.
Yes,
and
that's
Dan,
your new
and I'm
name.
Dan Harmon. Here's Dan Harmon. Say hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
All right.
Nailed it.
And with that, Brandon is now teleported to Portland. He's now gone. He just left the room in the middle of the
never see him
conversation.
anymore. He's
My
gone.
pal-
Never
my
know
pal
where he
has
went.
left him.
But look forward to hearing more of his podcast, whatever that's about.
It'll probably be good.
Well,
Probably.
It'll probably be good for about 5 episodes, and then it'll stop.
Oh, don't do that when he's out of the
What a
room.
son of a
Don't do that
bitch.
when he's out of the room,
I'm
man.
sorry.
How dare he?
I'm sorry.
Messed up too.
I'll be on an episode.
I was saying.
No, you two are monsters. How could you say such a thing?
Monster
How could you
Hunters.
endorse me saying such a thing?
Yeah, Monster Hunters. All right.
Gay.
What was- there's one more. There's one more.
All right, Amber's still here.
Yeah,
Brandon and
still
Chelsea are gone, but Amber is still with us.
Can we trade? Oh shit!
Whatever, Rico. Not my friend.
I liked it better when you gave the mic away and we couldn't hear you for a while.
Dang, look at these sick, this salty
This
podcast.
salty
Saltcast.
schizophrenic podcast. Ethan, I see you've got
Mortal Kombat XL is now gonna be on PC.
They're trying to get
PC.
NetherRealm's
They
trying
said
it
they
again.
were like, no, it's not coming to PC, and now they're like,
Didn't we talk about this
I
last
guess.
week? I swear we talked about this
never talked
already.
No, we
last
haven't talked
week.
about
This
this
is a
yet.
fairly new development that they're now porting that XL version, which has all the DLC characters, to PC. So I don't know if they just need to finish it up on consoles or something, and just one more time to make the PC version not crappy, since that game did have a rough launch. I don't know, but yeah, it's finally coming. So good on them. Good for
Hooray.
them for bringing it back to PC. Too bad I own the regular version, and I won't. Would have liked to know that I could get the upgrade, but
Oh well, too bad.
such is life. Such is life.
Such is life.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I don't know.
we don't have trailer trash because we
Trailer
can.
trash.
No, we can't.
Guys, for the trailer trash, we've watched at least 1.5 episodes of House Hunters.
Tiny House Hunters.
Tiny House
I'll be
Hunters.
honest. This tiny house looks pretty sick.
What are you thinking
It's
about?
not very tiny though. This house.
Yeah,
is
this
like
house is
huge.
big.
That's pretty. Well, I mean, that's a tiny.
It's
it's
like
a
a-
tiny.
it's
So like a full
no,
house.
no, it's
like
not
a solid
that's
apartment.
not Full House at all. Full House.
Cut
is a little
it
different. Yeah.
Cut it out.
Yeah, I've kind of been mesmerized
No,
by just watching this.
This
TV
house
show.
is definitely tiny. It's not as tiny as the other like micro houses that they were showing. Look, that guy hit his head. The guy hit his head on the
he's a
the
big
door.
man. He hit on the head door.
He's
Actually, I wonder how small that doorway is.
That looks.
Oh, that guy's fitting in it fine.
The other
The other guy
really
must be a
small.
Viking. I mean, he's like a giant Viking dude.
Okay, so which house?
But what do you
you
guys think about which episode of Tiny House
don't know.
House Hunters is one are
I'm digging
trailer
this one
trash?
because this is the best house I've seen.
This one looks like a great house, but I feel like it being not so tiny disqualifies this, so I'm gonna go with the last episode. Plus, the wife in that
I was
episode
gonna
was
say
really
that's
attractive.
the real reason. Is the wife in the last episode was way more
the
attractive.
shallowest reason.
Ouch.
Sorry.
You know, I like this one because this is the one I saw.
Yeah, I
You're
think
right.
that I like that the shower has a cutout so that you can stand up in it better
For tall people.
for tall people. I don't know. This house is pretty cool and it's pretty tiny. Did you see the square footage at the beginning? It was like 700.
399?
It was like 399 square feet, or something like that. That's smaller than my apartment.
Yeah, true.
Uh,
I will say though that they said this house is not mobile.
Oh,
not,
really?
Not a mobile house.
Like-
That is a big selling point for me.
Yeah. This is everything, though.
Yeah,
I don't know. What would you? The winner, I think, is this house, though.
I think it's
This
gonna
house?
be house 2.
I think this is gonna be. I'm gonna go with Ethan on this one as well.
Agree to disagree.
Alrighty then. All right, folks. Well, this is the shortest ever party podcast that we've ever done,
And the
also
only
the
party
only
pod-
party podcast we've ever done, and probably the only party podcast we're ever gonna do. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun to be stupid.
Except for my going away party, because I'm leaving. No,
What?
No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. I'm not.
No. Yes, but thanks for sticking with us. If you managed to stick this long, man,
Good.
yeah.
You must really be dedicated.
New episodes up
Yes,
on
there are new episodes.
up on the site right now. I'll have posted something by the time this comes out.
Check
so.
out our Twitter account and Facebook page if you want to get more updates for when those go up. Or, of course, just bookmark pixelwatches.com with one L and check it every single day of your life and just look frantically for any updates. They don't come that often, but you can just keep checking.
Do it.
And yeah, you'll be seeing more of that as well as some other video stuff hopefully in the near future. Thanks for sticking with this weird podcast. We want to do something as a weird one-off kind of for Brandon, kind of to just see if we could. And it
And we
turns
did.
out we kind of did, so I guess it worked out. Any last thoughts, everybody?
I really like the pizza
I'm
that
really
was here. It was a good
I'm-
pizza.
I'm really sad that Brandon's leaving.
Oh, yeah, I'm sad, too.
Also, I'm sad. Pizza, but also I'm sad.
Yeah, we're gonna miss you, Brandon. I hope you're listening to this podcast.
Love you, Brandon.
Come back
As I
soon, or
look
I'll
at
go
you
up there
down
soon.
Yeah,
the
we're gonna go
hallway.
visit him.
Enjoy Portland.
Yeah, have fun, you crazy kids. And with that, we'll see you next week for more of the Pixel Legends podcast.